So we're on I-70, what, I-71?
I-71.
Headed up to Cincinnati and then up to Sandusky and Huron, where Chad is, where we spent a couple of great days in Louisville, and now with Roger Braden and his mom, Bobby, who were such excellent hosts, and it was just a pleasure to see Louisville. Everyone was really friendly and really cool, and so now we're headed up to Ohio, and we're going to see how things there. We're going to actually be on the lake, so it's going to be cool for me to experience what a real lake looks like. Well, let's see.
Calling him.
Oh, there he is.
What's up,
Hey, there he
fellas?
is.
What's going on?
Hey, Chad.
We did get the right house.
Yes, sir.
All
Come
right.
on in, buddy.
How's it going?
Good, good. Welcome. Are we live and on camera?
Yes, sir.
All right. How is the trip going?
It was good. It was good. It was a good trip. Yeah, we've been having a good time so far.
Yeah.
So this is it. This is
The
house of
the
Knauer.
humble abode.
all right. Nice.
Well, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
It's not much, but it's home.
Yeah. Of course, I've seen parts of it, like in videos.
Right?
I got to shake your hand.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, hey, I got presents for you guys.
Okay.
While
cool.
we're running,
We got stuff for you
Okay.
too.
come over yonder.
All right.
There you go. Got a copy for each of you.
Oh, awesome.
And if you guys will take it, Skeleton Cop's head.
Oh, sweet. Hell yes.
Awesome.
That is
awesome.
Skeleton Cop, you're a disgrace to the uniform. You two are gonna square up. Partners. Buy the book Boy Scout and a loose cannon. What can go wrong?
So the ninjas are in the bootlegging and copyright trade.
You guys think you're big bad cops?
Hi, I'm Keith Munden, owner of LegacyVerse Productions.
How long have you been doing LegacyVerse?
Oh my goodness, since 2002.
Okay. Wow.
Though before that, I was really trying to get involved with the movie thing since like the mid 90s. In fact, I was in Rico. He used to work for a company named Blade Independent Studios, and I started as an extra in a movie called The Evil Eye. And then was kind of an extra for Wimp 2, and I worked on another movie called Armageddon Man, which was a kind of a religious sci-fi action movie, kind of Grapes of Wrath meet They Live kind of deal. And then finally, you know, after attempt after attempt to make a movie, it finally happened in 2002. Actually, as part of a final project for a film class, Zero Issue was. And then it was kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, I got done with one, you know, I can do it again. So each time you do it, and, you know, I feel like I've kind of gotten away with something, you know, when I finish a movie, you know, like, whew, you know, finish that one, you know. So yeah, 2002.
And how many do you guys have under your belt now in 2019?
Finished like 24, and we got 4 that are on the editing block.
Okay.
And those are Unknown Journeys 2, Redirecting, which is kind of a thriller about a GPS unit that gets possessed, and then The Job Interview and The Darkness Within, which are part of the long-going Luna Pier saga, and are kind of follow-ups to Midsummer Nightmare and A Typical Night, because it deals with his character, basically, as the main villain.
What sparked you to start making movies?
Honestly, it was a couple things. It was kind of like, you know, at a certain age, you know, certain things happen, and it just kind of opens up, like, what you want to do. One of those was when Return of the Jedi came out. And I remember seeing a lot of the, like, you know, behind the scenes of that. And then when Michael Jackson's Thriller came out, that was what kind of inspired me, my love of horror. And I used to rent that, and it came with the making of Michael Jackson's Thriller. You know, and you got to see how they did the zombies and how they did the werecat and everything. And, you know, even as a kid, you start to realize, oh, okay, movies aren't things that just magically happen. There's somebody working to create all this. And little by little, I mean, it was just, you know, Kevin Smith's Clerks, Night of the Living Dead was a huge one. Then I found out that, you know, Blade was making movies, and I'm like, oh my God, you know, somebody's actually making movies around here. And yeah, that's what kind of started it. And then I you know, tried to learn what I could and just started making my own.
Cool. And you're one of those, like myself and Alex, where you just dove in and started making movies, right?
Yeah.
You know, no film school or anything like that. Just pick up little things here and there, perhaps, I guess. But really just, you know, get in there and get your hands dirty and start making a movie. And yeah.
Oh, very much.
Who are some of your influences as far as filmmakers go?
Oh, I love George Romero. Like that's my dude right there. And maybe because, like, a lot of his stuff was very low budget and very, you know, like, especially when you're talking Original Night or The Crazies or, you know, those type of movies where you can tell the nuts and bolts of making film right there. Although he, you know, of course, Hitchcock, have a soft spot for Brian De Palma, Tarantino, Joss Whedon, Spielberg, Stanley Kubrick. Those would probably be the main ones. Elwood and John Carpenter.
Yeah.
I would throw him on there too.
Cool.
So
cool. So you already mentioned what the movies that you have that are in post right now.
Yes.
The 4. Anything else you've got bouncing around between your ears on the horizon that you can think of? Or
I eventually want to finish off the Luna Pier thing. And that's because I would like to eventually do a reboot with a budget. Okay. I would like to be able to show somebody, look, here's this with no money. You know, imagine, you know, if we had a little bit of money behind this. Yeah. With concepts like the Reaper, and with concepts, like Amy Savant and all, that whole world. I mean, you could easily make that into a web series, films. I mean, comic books. You could do what you wanted with it. Yeah. And then I know at some point we're doing the Twisted Christmas Carol.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to doing that, just because the comedies are a lot of fun to make. I mean, I love the horror stuff, and that's fantastic too, but I think we have the most fun doing the comedies.
Yeah. Just
because everybody can just be goofy and yeah, I mean, none of us are really professional actors or professional whatevers. So when we kind of just get to have fun with it, it's a blast.
So I'm here with Rico, and how do you pronounce your last name again?
Buathier.
Buathier, yeah. I've known the guy for like 2 years, and he's been in one of my movies, and I still kind of look at it and I go, wow. But anyways. No, but Rico and I, we've been friends for a couple of years. We met on Facebook. He was in The Bitter End, which was our last movie. He knocked his role out of the park. I've been wanting to do a movie with him since I started seeing some of the stuff he did with Keith and LegacyVerse. And but anyway, he's one of our buddies, one of our friends that we're visiting while we're out on the road, and we're here at his home in Sandusky, Ohio, and checking out his badass collection. So I'll step out of the way, and then if you want to just show us around, show us what you got, and talk about it.
Like, first of all, I got to tell you guys once again, I got to thank Alex and Joe. Thank you guys so much for having me in the Bitter End. It was such a pleasure. I had such a good time, and watching the end result, I couldn't be any more happier than after I saw it.
Awesome.
I mean, thanks again, guys. I always, I told you guys before, like,
thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. It was a definite pleasure, and
thanks for being a part of it.
Oh, it was speaking of which, and like I said, just little Bitter End, little memorabilia, the poster.
There we go.
So right there it is, right there.
There it is.
But
I remember signing that too.
It's a pleasure, guys. Okay, well, like I said, I want to show you my little collection, and as you guys, I'm a big toy nerd. I love toys. I'm a kid at
I've
heart.
kind of noticed. You look around here,
kind of obvious, but yeah.
Oh, it's the cabinets that really give it away too. It's but you know what? To me, these aren't really toys. These are like collectibles and a sign of fandom and how much you love this kind of art.
Oh yeah, I mean, I love movies. I mean, I love comics. I love Marvel Studios. I'm a big WWE fan, and I mean, I love watching movies as much as making them. I've been making movies since 1990, but let's get down to the toys. I'm going to show you what I got here.
Show us the crowning glories, because I think if we went through everything, it'd be like a Ken Burns documentary.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, like I said, I've been collecting toys for a long time. I'm the biggest toy nerd. But gosh, where do I start? Well, one of the movies I've done with Blade Independent Studio is my own. I did my own action figure. When they came out.
You did?
Yes. Here's my own action figure. Yeah. Well, actually, it's a Todd McFarlane action figure, but I made it look like me. This
wow!
Wimp Unleashed box set. This is a very custom, one of a kind piece.
That's awesome.
There's I don't know if you guys seen Wimp Unleashed, the third Wimp, but spoiler alert, but I die. I go to my character goes to hell. Well, this is like kind of like he's not in hell, but he's in the cemetery. This is my character Wimp, and with his tombstones. So, and that's the Blade logo. And I don't know if you guys seen the McFarlane comes out with McFarlane toys. Mm-hmm. Movie Maniacs, and then this is one.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, and in the back is the first Wimp poster.
Nice.
So yeah, this is kind of one of a kind piece.
That is great.
That is so cool. Who can say that they have their own action figure?
Yeah. Yeah. See.
The next big thing.
The next big thing.
Next big thing. Yeah.
So there you go. So yeah, that's one of a kind. This is a case full of Hot Toys action figures, 1/6 scale figures, along with a couple custom figures. There's Pinhead, Zombie. Keith, what year that movie came out? The Zombie movie?
79 or 80.
79.
Is that
79,
that's a Fulci movie, right?
Yes.
We are going to eat
and there's right there.
That's right.
Yeah. Yep. Zombie, and then like I said, there's from 13 Ghost, the Jackal.
Okay.
13 Ghost. There's Toxic Avenger in the background, and these are like the Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers,
Got
RoboCop
in there.
Yeah, there's the Predator.
Yeah.
And then up here is like a couple of Godzilla. I'm a big Godzilla fan. This is what I got when I was, gosh, I can't remember when this came out, like 70.
Joe, you had one of
I
these,
had
right?
one of these when I was, I want to say, I must have been about 5 or 6, so we're talking like 80, 81.
Let's see that
something
fire
like
time.
that. But I don't think I got it. I think I got it maybe secondhand. I don't know.
And he still works.
Yeah, I see the fire tongue. I love that. Yeah.
See, I guess a lot of the pieces. Well, I mean, I got the hands right over here, and the tail's back here too.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still intact. I got all the pieces.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that you find these, sometimes the tail's broke or the lever's broke too. So I mean, yeah, he's pretty good condition. A little dusty, but really good condition. Yeah,
I think it's
take a
pretty
look at
cool.
it.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes there's copyright dates right on the bottom. 1977 Toho.
That was part of a line, wasn't it?
Yeah, they came out with Shogun Warriors.
Yeah, Shogun Warriors. That's
Shogun
what I
Warriors.
was thinking
And
of.
right now, the hardest one to get is Rodan.
Oh, I
That's
bet.
the rare. That's like even harder to get than Godzilla
I
himself.
bet, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is from 1977, so...
Yeah, it's one of my
I
favorite
was only
pieces.
2 at the time, so I would have, if I got it, I think I might have gotten it from one of my cousins or something. So.
This is probably around the time of the Hanna-Barbera cartoon and the Marvel comic they did of Godzilla, yes?
It could be, yeah. I think you're
Yeah.
probably right. Now, are these the action figures from the other movies you did?
Oh.
These are some. I've
Oh,
seen.
those are custom.
Customs,
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
yeah, definitely customs. Yeah. This is my Wimp action figure. One of my very first action figures that was made myself.
Killed Barbie.
Yeah, well, that's Michelle Wheat's character. Well, I didn't cut her head off, but And then there's the Wimp, and there's a little bit of description of the character
As played by
me.
Yep.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, my own doll.
Then we need a Rico action figure.
From the bitter end.
Rico Pacheco, yeah, we need a Rico Pacheco.
Yeah.
But don't be surprised. Eventually, I'll make one of those too. And then this is our Witch Face, one of our Blade Independent Studios franchise characters. Witch Face.
Okay.
Yeah, I got him. Mark Brown, the guy that was head of Blade. He knew that I was into toys.
Yeah.
And it's like this is one of his ideas, making custom figures.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he gave you the green light to just go ahead and.
Well, he made these.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he made those.
Okay.
After this is the one that my brother played, Kane, on the Hunt for Witch Face. He made one for myself, and he made this for my brother. He played Kane in Witch Face, the Hunt for Witch Face.
Okay.
And then after a while, I kept bugging him, make me more dolls. He's like, more characters from the movies.
Yeah.
And then he did that one.
Oh, okay.
And it's sitting on the black box.
Yeah. Oh, the black box movie.
Oh, the black.
Oh, that's right. That's it.
There it is. Right
Saw the red button there.
nice.
Yeah, that's the prop.
So there's the original black.
The original
That's-
black box. This, the black box. Now, by simply pushing the button on the black box, all your dreams, all your desires, and everything that you ever wanted will come true by simply pushing the button on the black box.
Hi, Caesar. What's up, buddy? Hey, everybody. So it's day 5, and we are in Huron, Ohio, which is right out of Sandusky. And I'm here with our friend Chad Knauer, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have been asked to help Chad film something, and of course we're happy to oblige and happy to be a part of whatever Chad's doing. We got to go to Lake Erie today. Had what kind of fish did we have?
Perch.
Perch. Had perch fish. It's a freshwater fish for lunch, and it was great. So we are going to start filming here in a little bit. We're waiting for all our friends from LegacyVerse. We're waiting for Rico, Buathier to come by. He was in our film, The Bitter End. And so we filmed some stuff last night with him, which I'm sure you'll probably get to see. And so, action. Rico, I'm putting you on the spot.
Okay.
So Rico and Rick are here, and we're about to start filming
murder clown. So this ought to be good.
Start mixing.
So how much food coloring do you put in?
I just go by
and
just
does
put it in until I'm happy.
Since we can't use witch face, we'll use Murder Clown and Mr. Ghoul.
Yeah.
Hold on, who is Mr. Ghoul?
Yeah.
And does it get red?
We own the rights to both these
Okay.
characters.
See?
Yeah. And really thick too.
Oh wow.
Ah, okay.
It's even edible.
Is it sugar free?
Negative.
Okay.
It's whatever the cheapest chocolate sauce is was on the shelf.
The first
Okay.
part of that is forever ago.
Which one? Got some headstones and a chainsaw. Everything.
Is that a real chainsaw?
The chainsaw is real. It is an electric. It will not be functioning today.
Okay, good.
But it will be a standalone prop. No, he's just doing some behind the
Behind-the-scenes stuff for ours. Is this a good vantage point for this, do you think?
Probably not.
No?
Bring it over here.
As long as it's not in the way.
Yeah. Right here will get the job done.
guys. Alright. So how you guys feel?
Good.
A little winded.
A little dead.
Alright. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna get some stills from you guys, okay? For your phone so I can send them to you.
So day 7 of Ghouls Across America, we are leaving Huron, Ohio. It's been a wonderful trip so far. Everyone's been really cool. We got to shoot. We got to be in a murder clown movie last night, and we got full of blood. As Joe said this morning, you know you're having a good vacation when you have to clean off the fake blood from your belt. Learned a lot from Chad. It's been a great trip so far, and now we are headed to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, to go visit Bill and to go to the Super Monsterama Drive-In and go watch some late night horror movies at a real bona fide drive-in. So, but we are going to stop at a very special place first, and
Yes,
I'll turn it over to Joe.
We are actually going to make a little detour. We're on Highway 6, which goes right along Lake Erie between Huron and Cleveland. We're on our way to Cleveland right now because there's a place in Cleveland that I just absolutely have to see. And so we're going to make a little stop there, and I'm already getting very giddy about it. So, yeah, and then from there, we're off to Pennsylvania.
Okay, so stay tuned.